We cannot waste time. There does not appear to be much here, but we have to be thorough. We should try near the shrine of Athene. Anakatos prizes her above all else. I would wager he keeps his secrets with her. Nyxoros is one of the many portions of the city carved out, but never raised into the sky. Anakatos and his silent choir use it as a retreat. Very well.
Right. First of all, litany to Lyria. Well, Lyria is not quite as bad as Berlin, but her followers can be a bit weird.
Cannot succeed.
Yeeted him right off the edge. Alright, let's go. Oh, we even have a lore stone down here. Discovery of the Hyperion. We had originally believed that we had come across just another Myro ruin, but the sheer brilliance of the structure convinced us it was something far greater. It was constructed of a material we could not name, polished to a sheen that made our blades seem dull. One among us remarked that it looked like the sky, and it was moments later that we discovered it belonged here. We had found the now fabled instructions to raise the structure into the heavens. The response to our discovery to the word of Athene was deafening, and that evening the teeth of Naros itself trembled at our celebration. I had never before seen a unifying force that was as effective as this discovery, nor have I since. What we could not know was how our society would tremble, much like the teeth did on that day, when the Primus and his associates gathered the magical strength to raise the Hyperion. And though the caldera stood untroubled when our celebrations on the first day ended, I cannot say the same for my people after the tragedy of the Hyperion. Oh, seriously? I cannot even read in peace?
If I must, then I must.
Anakatos, make this record in penance for my disappointment of the supreme goddess Athene, in hopes that I may return to her favor, so that I could help my people find her strength once more. I have committed several acts that may have angered her, and now I purge myself of them so I might find her grace again.
I hear you.
Well, better find out what those acts were. Litany to Mefaro, there we go. Oh, we actually already had Colossi history. Pick up the scarab salt. Oh, isn't that an altar of Athene? Hang on, before we interact with that. Loot.
Beckoned, not
Time. Seek. Primus. Below.
Okay, Athene does not sound like she's having a good time. We really need to find the Primos.
I am afraid we have dishonored my master, Arcades. He is a pious man who has always sought to serve. And we use the power of his position to force us on the true path without his knowledge. Slavery, oppression, pain, all are used to mold them into what is deemed worthy.
We must bring Anakatos to justice.
I hear you. Wow. Whoa. That's a lot of dead colossi. What the actual fuck? What happened here?
Hold a moment. These are bodies of colossi. What are they doing here? Wait. I recognize some faces. Belfron. Armandia. These were great colossi, all viable competitors for the role of Primos at one time or another. I do not like the implications of this. What has Anakatos wrought?
Now we know why they are dead. He did not want competition.
In this confession I shall tell of how my master was brought nearly to his death. Arcades failed Athene in our mission to bring her servants to a devout state that would be worthy of her power and wisdom. At my behest, he sought the Hyperion force to the sky to earn our recognition. The ensuing eruption of Athene's wrath killed many and nearly took dear Arcades.
Nearly? You told me he did kill him, so I'm guessing it wasn't Athene's... I'm guessing it wasn't Athene's wrath that killed Arcades, but rather Anakatos. That is a shitty way to die. How many people did he kill here? Seriously. Well, that's one way to get elected, yeah. It appears that all my competitors have suffered a tragic and sudden death. This is absolutely terrible, but I shall totally assume the burden of leading our people now that there's nobody else left. Wink, wink, wink. Let's quick save in case something stupid happens.
Trespassers, you are too late! The council already lies dying in the torture chambers, and the Jotun slaves will soon be butchered as the master ordered. Come, brothers and sisters, let us deal with these curs.
How about you shut up and die?
Second, I found this in our struggle. No doubt some form of torture device. But your strength can apply it for good. Now to decipher what the cultist said. But there are also the slaves. They will be killed if we don't save them. But if the council is dying, we must choose who we see to first. The council must be important. Something that could help us find a flaw in his plan, perhaps. Or learn more about the cipher in the Hyperion. I do not know what the council is, but I have had enough surprises today. I only hope that we can find it of use. I know what this place is now. These travesties, these heresies, these are what Anakatos truly is. I can only imagine what labors Anakatos had them perform. Could this have been the cause for Karank's war? I do not believe so. The Council is dying if Anakatos' dogs are to be believed, and the slaves are to be executed. I am unsure who we should be trying to help, but you are the Beckoned of Athene. I must defer this choice to you. So decide. Do we go to the slave pens and help the slaves? Or do we go to the torture chambers to try to find Anakatos' council before it dies? Farewell.
I'm fairly certain, whoa. I don't even know which one is left or which one is right, and I don't know for sure what does what, but I dare say that the council is probably more important than the slaves. Because the council might have valuable information on how we can bring him down. We are going to save. And we're just gonna, yeah, quick save, and then we try to...
Ahead are the torture chambers, it seems. Anakatos' council lies on this path.
Let's go. Like, I feel sorry for the Jotun slaves, but I have never seen a Jotun who actually managed to give me information, and right now we need information, so council it is. I'm sorry, but sometimes you gotta learn to deal with a trolley problem on the fly. I'm not gonna take any time to look at what all of this stuff is.
Finally the day has come. The wait has been long, and nearly unbearable. But at last, you are here. Before my strength has fled me, ever since the day I brought ruin to my people. I thought this burden was my punishment. It seems I have not survived for my sake, but for yours. It is a joy to see you beckoned. I have much to tell you, and I do not have much time left. I am Arcas.
I'm sorry, but what?
Once, I was the primos of the Colossi, but no longer.
Just chained to mid-air. Okay. That kind of ruins the dramatic tension of this scene, I'm sorry.
It is what Anakatos calls me. For though his faith runs deep, his knowledge of the gods' will is malformed. You must have seen the travesties this false prophet has wrought in the name of my people. And now, the Hyperion is his. We must focus on the Hyperion. The gods brought you here because you can answer the riddle of my people's fate. You, and you alone. More than that, it was Anakatos who insisted we build the antechamber, that we try and force the Hyperion to rise. It... desperate times, his thought made sense. But when I brought the wrath of the gods down, only he and I survived. He dragged me, broken to his domain, and kept me on the edge of life, so he could learn the wisdom of the primos.
Yes. You and it both. For without you, the cipher cannot be of use. And without it, your power cannot be harnessed. For the riddle of my people's future is one the gods themselves cannot answer. Fate is obeyed by all. By all. Except for you.
Because we are the specialist that ever specialed.
The power to change fate. That is the role of the beckoned. To serve the gods and unbind my people. But Anokato's schemes. Though he will not receive the favor of Athene, he is not ready for the Hyperion. He will bring destruction. Ah, it is too soon. But I have left the answers long before. Find Sikandra. Ask her about our last day. And tell her I am sorry.
Isn't she right next to me?
Arcades. I had always... He had died. He had died years ago when the gods rebuked him and our people. It was truth. Anakatos had him alive and tortured. I watched him die years before. All that was left of him was a circlet. A circlet. There was much he should have answered for in his lifetime. But what we saw in Nyxaros, he didn't deserve it. He didn't. I'm sorry we could do nothing to help the slaves, but their suffering is over now. There is small comfort in that. Our last day, the day... Could it mean the last day that I saw him? The last day we spoke, before the Hyperion tragedy. He asked me to escort him through the wilds, to the shrines outside the city, the shrines of earth and air. He told me to remember them when times seem bleak. I thought nothing of it, but could he have known about this? About now? Because I am his daughter.
Ouch.
It was known to many, and it used to be a bond of pride. And he taught me the wisdom of a primos. But then, Arches brought down the wrath of the gods. I thought that was how faith was always rewarded. I once thought that faith was what would ruin my people, the thing that would distract them from their happiness. But I see now, it is apathy. To not care for our people, that is Anakatos' sin. As I thought it was our cases before him. But this is so much larger. Larger than I ever thought.
Thank you for the raid, Mega Gothmog.
Arches, he always knew that I would be here. He must have always known.
I am sorry for your loss, Sikandra. Hello, raiders. Welcome to the stream.
It is an ancient place high in the teeth of Naros. I do not understand its significance. But we need answers, not more riddles. Let us unravel this as quickly as we can. The fate of my people is at stake.
Teeth of Naros, nice. Yeah, I almost completely forgot that I had this DLC, and then I was trying to do my final side quests before leaving Raphir to go to Melsenshir, and then I realized, oh, that side quest is like level 10 plus. I should probably get to it. So yeah, it's been a while.
My father died in service to his gods, for whatever love they might have shown him. But for all the anger I've held towards him, I'm glad I was there. I don't know why Arcais spoke of this. Apparently, it's necessary for unsealing the Hyperion. But how? I was expecting answers from Nyxaros, and we're only getting more questions.
No, we know exactly where we go now. We need to go to the Earth Shrine and the Air Shrine. Let's go.
The task is clear. We need to... Ah! My head! Can you feel it? Something is wrong. This magic... Anakatos has done something. We must return to the city. We might be too late. Something grave has happened. I can feel it in my body. I fear Anakatos may have accomplished his goal.
Yikes.
Something is wrong. Anakatos wishes to destroy Idilla. But how close is he to his goal?
Well, we are about to find out as soon as we have investigated this lore stone.
I struggle to keep sweet Arcais alive so that I may find in him the knowledge and power of the Primos, and in doing so can find the answer I needed to bring myself, my people, to perfection, to regain the goodwill of the great goddess. Thank Athene that my followers continue my work while I tend to my master.
Huh. Can I go back there? Can I go back to the other... Hang on. Tifa Mars, let's save here. I want to see if I can go back to where the slaves were. Also, I'm sorry for your loss, Sakandra. And let's hope that Idilla has not yet crashed to the ground. Yeah, those Jotuns are dead.
If only there were others akin to myself, holy ones, who are resolute and hold tightly to their faith. Or had I the means to create the people the gods truly wished for, so that we finally may raise the Hyperion and bring the befouled to their end. Do for Athene what she most certainly demands of the wretched.
Alright, let's grab this. Not entirely sure what these do. So we don't actually need to interact with any of these because they're just going to close the parts that I actually want to get to. Let's stick to the left for now.
Make peace with your gods.
Come on. There we go. Thank you. if Fiend has nothing to say to us. And we cannot jump down here. That just leads back to the Teeth of Naros.
Gods curse you!
May the heavens refuse you.
What, like they have refused you? Shut up. Okay, I'm guessing this is where all the slaves would have been if we had actually come to save them. Alright, let's go back. Got nothing else to explore here, so we're going back to where we are supposed to go. I do wonder what would have happened if we had gone to the slaves first, if Anakatos would actually have... if Arceus would actually have lived long enough for us to talk to him, or not. But it is what it is now. Alright. Didn't I already take care of everybody on this side? Okay, so the fire one is easy to dodge. The lightning one, not so much.